Happy Friday. It's finally Friday. Welcome into another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream special edition. Slightly anywhere between 40 minutes to like 15 minutes early. But the reason for that is because this morning when I got up, I saw the email saying that Just Flight has released Fly the Line short haul edition, and I did not want to jump in to this software without doing it live on stream. So thanks for coming in. I'm super excited to try this. This is I paid for this. I did not get this for free. This is completely out of my own pocket, and thanks to Will and Irishman and every other member here, every other co-pilot here on the channel that supports the channel. This allows me to purchase this kind of stuff and try it out here for y'all to try out, or for y'all to see and make a decision if you want to use it. So this is new career mode. This is supposed to be like a mix between NeoFly and APL and On Air and all those kind of things kind of mixed together in one thing. It is $39.99 US available on Just Flight's website. I have not done anything other than install the software itself, and you can hear you can't hear it yet. You can hear there's some music in the background to go along with it. So you can see on the left here, it does require 4 flight sim. It does require FSU IPC, just like APL does. That's a little disappointing. I was hoping it was going to use a Sim Connect to do it, but it is what it is. So in the settings section, I looked in here just really quick, and so you have the tutorial of logging, but you enter in your SimBrief ID down here, which is cool. You have dollar amounts here, and then you have the paths to your sim. You can delete everything if you'd like to by clicking that button. So pretty nice, friendly little UI here. Here's the sound effects. Here's the music if you want to turn that on down. So you have all that jazz going on there. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. So welcome in P2 as well. Welcome in It's Chicken, y'all. Hopefully Beyond ATC's going great for you. I had a really awesome flight actually with it last night. I took it, where did I go from? Salt Lake City to Santa Barbara. And the vectors were freaking awesome. It was a VOR interception pretty much, and it was spot on. I'm like, why wasn't this on the stream? This would have been so cool. Very cool vectors. Very, very cool. So get started. Let's click the button, see what happens. We're going to get started. It's going to automatically detect it, which it did for me. Fantastic. Let's continue. Experiment with your schedule. As a complex system, might take several attempts to set up. If you're happy, don't worry. Flightline allows you to use real-world airline routes. This system will prioritize routes from your chosen airline, and you can change your schedule later, so don't worry if it's not quite right. Very cool. Profile name, well, we know what my name is, Lex Asterio. And profile picture, so they have some, you can do a custom one too. Fantastic, that's really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna plop out here real quick. And the reason for that is because I don't want to showcase all my folders here on my drive. Because I got, the special folders. We don't talk about that stuff on stream. The special folder. Alright, so we have that going on there, and then you can do an airline logo. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So I don't know where that goes, but we can change that probably later on, so we'll look at that later. Let's go close that. Okay, so we have character traits. Pick 2 traits that describe you. Athletic? No, I'm not athletic. Well-rested? Sometimes. Social butterfly? Absolutely not. Mindful? Let's see, overall balance. Mindful is one of the actions and decisions affecting all areas. I'm pretty mindful of things, I would say. I'm pretty mindful of that. How did the name Lexteria come to fruition? Well, so if you have any knowledge in like the comic book world and video games, there's a game that came out called what was it called again? City of Heroes. And essentially it was you made your own superhero. Okay, so I had played this. This is like back in the early 2000s, I think. So I'd made this character, but I couldn't think of a name. I had nothing. And this is before I used the Lex, quote-unquote, name. So I was like, well, what the hell am I going to choose? So I started thinking about it a little bit. I was like, well, there's Lex Luthor. He's kind of cool. He's a bad guy, but he's kind of cool. And then I like Mysterio. He's kind of cool. So I was like, well, how about I do Lexterio? And bam, it became a thing. It became a thing. Okay, we have health conscious. You know, nowadays I kind of am, but not. Adaptable. I'm very adaptable. Very adaptable. Hobbyist. Tried. What is it? Oh, tied to hobbies and leisure. Shows the dedication to personal interests and hobbies for relaxation. Oh, I'm pretty big on that one. Emotional intelligence relates to well-being, reflecting awareness and management of one's own emotions. Adaptable. Affecting overall well-being, decisions, workload, stress levels. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna go adaptability. I'm very adaptable and I'm very mindful. That's what's okay. Career mode. Start with the minimum money and start your way up. Recommended. Free play. Plenty of cash and skill points. Okay, so we're gonna start with just the career mode. Real world airline. Oh man. So this is, you pick the airline ICAO code you'd like. So Flightline lets you build your schedules and using thousands of routes. This is an optional feature. Start typing in your favorite airline, and once you match, click select. Your airline name, ICAO, and base fields will be pre-filled automatically. You can also edit the airline name or the ICAO if you want to create a custom airline using real-world schedules. Wow, you can make a custom airline? Call sign stereo. Airline Lex Airways. So actually I was doing a video way back. This is like 2 years ago. I was doing Lex Air. And then I had Fly Lex. I kind of like Fly Lex because it makes it sound like it's you know, Let's Fly or Fly Next or something, right? Fly Lex. Okay. Let's see. So should I make a real world? Should I do a real world or should I do my own? Type in. So I can type in. So I can do Delta. It found Delta. I can do United. It found United. Well, we're flying Delta with APL. Boy, this is a tough one. You can also edit the airline name or if you want to create a custom one. Okay, so you can create a custom one down the road, which should be here, I'm guessing. Okay, let's do for starters. Let's see. This is I don't know, now I don't know what to do. Let's all right, let's go Delta. We're gonna go Delta. I'm making the decision. And we can I think we can change that later maybe. Okay, and then we have our base. Oh man. So there's a bunch of these are all the airports. What, I don't understand what it's doing here. Is it going less routes? Yeah, okay, it's doing less routes as you go down. Okay, further. Okay, I see. Okay, I don't want to do Delta no more. Let's do United. Actually, let's try American Airlines, and then base. Oh, select. All right, there's a whole bunch more routes with American. The reason why is because I kind of want to go down south a little bit. We have Miami, Boston, Tampa. There's Orlando. Let's try Orlando. Diversions. Diversions add an element of unpredictability and can occur at any time. Oh my gosh. Let's just let's do rare right now. Okay, and then we have aircraft cruise speed. So here's where you can choose. Looks like different. Can you move this? What the hell? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. You have prop and you have airliners. Okay, okay. Duration. Ooh, this is cool. This is cool. This is what I really wanted from APL. I want like the ability to do by minutes and not by the like short, medium, and long haul. This is cool. So 60 minutes. So 1 hour minimum. Maximum is 2 hours and 30 minutes. So if I slide this down, I can bring it down to what I like, which is around 130. Right? 90 minutes. So my flights will be between 60 minutes. Actually, let's lower that down. Let's go 45. I'm fine with 45. 45 minutes to 90 minutes. Starting, what the hell, sector? Each day consists of either 2 or 4 sectors. Choose your preference. If you prefer longer flights, it's recommended to limit these to 2 sectors. Shorter flights are better suited for 4-day sectors. All right, let's go 4-day sectors then. We got, what the hell's advanced? Runways, turnaround times, airports, continue. Oh my gosh, this is pretty in-depth, dude. This is very in-depth. Okay, let's find routes. Let's click the button. Okay, we have some routes here. So we have, can we zoom in here? We have Orlando to Cuba. We did a Cuba flight not too long ago. We did, we got Armstrong. We have Pensacola. We have Destin. We have Atlanta, McGee, Charlotte, Raleigh, Charleston, what is that? Garnis and Myrtle. Okay. Amend routes. What's amend routes do? Oh, that just restarts it here. Okay. Can we click it again? It generates new ones. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it looks like it kept the same ones. I didn't really do anything. This destination will be added to your exclusion list under click on a marker to exclude the destination. I don't want to exclude anything. What do we got for chat saying? P2 was what P2 was what girls call me in college. That's the background. Then Sim plus Aviation equals Symbiation. I can't say it. I can never say it. Welcome in, Rumpelstiltskin. Lexus is cool. I would love to pay someone to make own livery. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, this is an awful lot of setups here. This is crazy. All right, well, I guess, do we want to do this? Might as well, right? What the hell? This is the first time trying it. Let's hit the button. All right, let's click Generate Schedule. Now it uses a Unity engine. So if you don't know what that means, the Unity engine is the same engine that APL uses. Or not APL, sorry, Beyondatc uses. Can you fly G airplane, or is it integrated only for airliners? Thanks for the answer. It looks like it's mostly airliners. It does have a prop feature, but it looks like it's like ATR kind of prop, like a dash whenever that comes out. I don't think it's really meant for like, you know, slow air, like Cessnas and, you know, Caravans or Kodiaks and all that jazz. I'm sure you could. Now, what I did read just basically in the description of the software, it did say you can fly like, you can add in like 16 or 18 planes to your profile, which then makes me think it's similar to APL, where I should be able to fly it at any point. You know, like fly any plane I'd like to at any point. I never understood why Microsoft didn't make flight sim with a game engine instead of a WASM. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know. I think there was the risk from Microsoft at first. You know, so Asobo obviously is developing the software, and they got the, you know, they got the coding from Microsoft. But they probably didn't want to start from the ground up. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been just so much longer with development. And so they just kind of patched things on top. This application may freeze for several minutes when creating schedules for large airlines. This is normal. Okay. I guess we just sit here and wait. That's kind of my thought. That's my thought, at least. So I'm glad everything worked out, at least for my PC. Last night when I was doing my flight, I kept getting this message that popped up on my OLED. It kept on saying abnormal monitor temperatures. And I've never seen that before. So I did a quick Google search, and it's happened in other monitors apparently, but in other versions of this Alienware monitor. But I didn't find anything with this monitor itself. And if you don't know, so this monitor I got I had sent in my other monitors, ARM-A, And they sent me this one, which I'm pretty sure was a used monitor, although it looked pretty damn clean. So they might have just, you know, fixed, quote unquote, whatever the problem was on the whoever owned this monitor before, or it could be new. I don't know. I have no idea. It looks pretty damn new. Like, I don't see any, there was no scratches on it. They did a really good job cleaning it if it is in fact used. But I've never seen that error. So based on what I was reading, it says update your firmware for the monitor, which it has the latest firmware, but it says to like recycle it. But the thing is, last night I figured I'd turn off the monitor, let it rest a little bit, whatever, and so I did that, and then went back to it a few minutes later to turn it back on. It just wouldn't turn back on. I was like, oh, that's great. So I unplugged it from the power source, let it sit there overnight, got up this morning, plugged it in, pushed a button, and it turned on. And the message isn't on there no more. Why does this take this long? This is crazy. This is wild. Like, several minutes. Why is it taking several minutes? I was thinking like a minute or two. Like, what the hell is it doing? The stream's gonna be over by the time we get into anything. Analyzing and validating sectors. This application may freeze for several minutes when creating schedules for large airlines. This is normal. Welcome in, Nate. Welcome on in. We are using Fly the Line Waiting Edition. Waiting Edition. Well, I guess I'm glad, at this point, I'm glad I didn't buy the Citation X. I was really actually considering, after watching Kip's streams, I was really very much considering purchasing it. It looks like a lot of fun, but balancing out between buying this, I had a feeling this was going to be coming out very, very quickly. Between buying this for $39.99 or buying a $30 plane. If this is as good as I hope it's going to be, it could be a very good complement to me using APL. I'm definitely not throwing away APL. I love it. It's one of the best add-ons ever. In terms of career mode, but obviously this is brand new, so you know it's no different than when Flight Sim 2024 came out. You put the other stuff on the back burner, you jump onto the new stuff. It is out. Yes, it came out this morning. I got the email this morning saying it is out and available for purchase. So we are working on creating a profile. I think we created the profile. Now we're just waiting for the schedule to build. I want to try the Citation X2, but it sounds a tad too complex for a business jet. I think if you watch like Kip's stuff, he's flown a lot of the Citations, CJ4s, and it does, it does look very similar in that regard. So I think if you know those planes enough, you can probably jump into the X pretty easily. I'm just kind of guessing. I don't know enough about those planes because I don't really fly business jets. When I first got into the Sim, 2020, I flew the the CJ4 quite a bit, and I ended up upgrading to the Ultimate Edition, whatever the hell the top edition is for Flight Sim 2020, so I could fly the Longitude, right? Which are very similar. It's just a little longer. But that's about my extent when it comes to, the business jets. I've flown the Vision Jet a little bit, very little bit, just in the career mode here in 2024. But that's about it. Love the C750. It flies so well. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. It's just one of those things like I just don't fly those smaller planes like that very often. When I flew them back in the day, it's because we were very limited on the jets that were available. You either fly a big old plane like the A320, or you fly little business jets. There was no in between. Okay. What the hell? No routes could be created. Your preferences may be too strict. Okay, well, that didn't work so well. We spent all that time doing absolutely nothing. All right, let's try United instead. Oh, United. United's going to have more... Actually, let's try something. Let's try this. Oh, they don't have SkyWest? No way. Wow. They don't have SkyWest as an airline. That's crazy. Alright, let's try United, I guess. United's going to have more routes probably available in the shorter span. Actually, with that, let's see. I want to see what was the top. Whoops. What was the top ones for Delta? Atlanta, right? Yeah. Minneapolis is on there as well. Okay, let's try this. Okay. What does advanced do again? You can choose. Oh, exclude countries, exclude regions in the country, occasions, airports, and then you can exclude airports, I think, too. Okay. Let's try, let's see what Delta does. Okay, so Delta brings in a little bit more. Schedule destination, add an airport. I don't know what this does. I click on it, but... Oh, it changes the line. Okay. We want to keep those. Alright, let's do this. Let's try this. Let's hit that button. Let's generate this one now. Accept routes. Great. Let's try the waiting sim again. That's crazy. We waited all that time and we got nothing out of it. Okay. Whoa, maybe it's working this time. So maybe they should do like a bug code in that. Okay, we got 12 possible sectors generated. Okay. Let's go continue setup. Choose your sim. We're in 2024. Aircraft templates. Okay, so here's the question that was asked earlier. So it says the props you can do like a Q400, an ATR, etc. The airliners, so you know the A320, 737, and then you have the business jets as well. Nate, thanks for the subscription. We're gonna do the airliner, yeah. Your aircraft name. So let's do. I'm gonna do 737. The B737. What is it? M. What's the 73M? Is that what you call? What do you call the Max? What's the Max called? Let me see. AC code 37 Max is a B38M. B38M. Alright, we're gonna do the max for the first flight for sure. Aircraft name, Boeing. Whoops. Boeing. Oh my gosh. Boeing 737 Max. Okay. And then cargo. Do I have to enter all this stuff in? It can't pull it automatically? Wrong values are conflict with the system detecting state. They don't need to be exact. Match us, match professional. This is crazy. Like it doesn't. Your aircraft is used in generating sim replan. If it's not mandatory, but it's recommended use smooth experience. Just use connect example. No way. Do you have to put this in? Alright, we're just gonna continue.
Good morning, I'm Captain Steed, and
Well,
I'll be
good
looking
morning,
after
Captain
you
Steve.
during your time here. First day flying the line, right? Nothing to worry about. You'll do just fine.
Well, we'll do just fine.
Hi,
Okay.
I'm Captain Barrett.
Oh, hi, Barrett.
I'll also be showing you the ropes. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You'll fly a series of early and late shifts. Your shift pattern will be 5 days on duty and 4 days off duty.
Whoa! I gotta work 5 days in a row?
At the end of each flight, you'll be rated on your flight performance. After each shift, you'll need to decide on what to do in your spare time. How much spare time you have will depend on how the day has gone. You'll need to carefully balance between work, rest, and play.
Their heads look really big or their bodies look really short.
Just remember, if you choose to burn the candle at both ends, you will become fatigued.
Pay
Fatigued
attention
already.
to what you
I'm
do
tired.
after work.
Can I rest now?
This will influence how you
Yeah, it's a
spend
turn
your
off. Yeah, for
off-duty
sure.
days.
We'll see what happens.
As you fly more, you'll earn holiday and sick day entitlement. You'll also gain XP, financial bonuses, and skill points, which will open up more opportunities as you progress.
Right.
By the way, you don't have to fly all 4 sectors in a single sitting. You can fly one at a time whenever you like. It's up to you.
You don't have to fly all 4 sectors in a single sitting. Oh, okay,
The
okay, I
next
see.
screen is your dashboard. This is where you'll see your sectors, stats, skill tree, and more. You can also view a briefing for each sector via SimBrief. You'll start and end each flight from your dashboard. All right, that's it for now. Remember to relax and enjoy yourself. You'll do just fine. See you at the aircraft.
Okay. Alright, for best experience, please adhere to the following. Make sure you have FSUI PC installed and working. Alright, it is fired up. X-Plane users ensure real-time is unticked. Avoid using instant replay, slew, or changing your sim time during flight. Start at a gate and / stand. Ensure taxi, takeoff, climb, cruise, descent, land, and taxi to the gates. Oh, okay, so make sure you do all that stuff. Remember to allow at least 3 minutes for engines to stabilize before taking off and after landing. What now? Remember to allow at least 3 minutes for the engines to stabilize before takeoff and after landing. End your flight at the stand / gate. For accurate flight times, fly the line works best when used with SimBrief. Would you like to go through the tutorial? Sure. Structured flying. Flight route assigned. Become a pilot. Blah, blah, blah. Manage your time. Okay. Earn money. Okay. This is primarily game flying. No way. Really? You flying this? Complete your schedule. Or complete your shift. Fly your 2 or 4 sector days using your favorite flight sim. Manage your time off. Be mindful and choose the way you are, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We got skill points, holidays earned, sick time, money, net worth. Oh, man. Is that what I start off with? Doing pretty good. Days off. We take health and safety very serious. You must visit an aviation medical doctor every 10 working days. What? Ensure your health stays above 70%, or you'll face a hefty medical bill. Interesting. Okay. Whoever said money doesn't buy happiness was wrong. Money lets you buy nice things. Okay. And then once you unlock the basic saving skill, you can take advantage of banks' exceptional interest rates. Okay. However, keep in mind that interest rates fluctuate in inflation, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Your net worth is essentially your total. You own everything. Okay, we understand that. This is the main navigation menu, allowing you to access your profile stats, viewing assets you own, explore trees. Okay, so over there. This is your basic profile detail where you can edit. Okay, cool. This is your core information. Okay, got it. Your health is your diet, exercise, and sleep. To maintain it, you need to unlock the skills such as exercise, eat well, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Job performance is primarily determined how well you fly, so P2's going to have problems with the touchdown zones. Fatigue is a natural consequence of your activities. Okay. Personal life. Make times with friends, going out, having some fun. Okay. No one likes being grumpy. Health, fatigue. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And this is the start of your day. Oh, hold on, what's going on? You will start on your first day of the month. You will always start on the first day of the month, and you select when creating your profile. If you prefer flying during the day hours, choose the summer months. If you pick the winter months, you can enjoy nights. Oh, that's interesting. The day counter shows the total number of days you've flown. Each activity flying allows you summaries. These are sectors. As mentioned earlier, you can fly 2 sectors or 4 sector days. You'll reveal your departure and arrivals and the estimated departure and arrival times. The goal is to be on time. The times provided are estimates. Don't stress too much about it. You can fly, you could select a sector, additional information, okay? Your XP bar is up there, okay? Once you reach a target, promoted each primary rank. Senior first officer has 3 sub-tiers, okay? One key aspect of a good pilot is landing performance, hence, you will see your most recent touchdown zone. Okay, that's kind of cool. Touchdown zones are calculated as 3,000 feet from the start of the runway threshold, or 50% touchdown, which would be 15. Okay. So touchdown zones matter more, it seems like, in this one. Like Neofly, right? I think Neofly has that same thing. Your sync rate is measured in feet per minute. Okay, gotta be careful with that too. So you gotta stick between 200 and 500 feet per minute. That's gonna be an interesting one. This is where you start your flight. Load your aircraft, and when you're ready, press dispatch. Just open dispatch menu, allow you to fly integrated within the sim. Don't forget you need FSU IPC. Flight lines allows you to verify the connection to the sim. It's going to be up there at the top. And then automatically adjust your sim's date and time to match your sector's departure time. Oh, so it doesn't let you do real time? I don't know about that. You need to start your flight at the designated departure airport. Select your cruise altitude. Hopefully it pulls it from SimBrief though. The countdown trigger marks when your scheduled flight begins. Choose blocks off to start the clock as soon as you leave the stand, just like real life. Select takeoff to begin once you're in your takeoff state. You have to choose those? You might need to tweak your turnaround times to avoid being rushed or waiting too long. I don't know. I hope you don't get triggered. You don't have to do that stuff. As you progress, you can unlock the ability to earn additional rewards based on performance. Once your flight starts, you can let fly the line in the background monitor, blah, blah, blah. At the end of your flight, taxi to stand of your choice and shut down your engines. Be sure to allow at least 3 minutes from landing until shutdown for thermal cooling. Please sure to allow 3 minutes from landing. Okay, so don't be a taxi crazy person like I am. That's it for now. Okay, we have our first flight here. Minneapolis to Rapid City. Is that what that is? Yeah, Rapid City. Okay. We got a message up here. Hello. Hey, Lex Stereo. I hope this message finds you well. Welcome to the first day at Delta. It's a significant milestone. Okay. Archive. Menu. Oh, close. Oh, crap. What happened? Continue. Hit the wrong button. All right. So, I guess real-time data. What's that? Oh, that's just that. Okay. Always on top. So I guess we just, we start our flight, huh? What, is it on the message? What happened? There's no messages. Why isn't this going away? Hey, I already looked at that. Stop it. Oh, there's a bigger message. Okay, never mind. Okay, close. So I guess we can just dispatch, huh? We go to the airport and we dispatch. Sorry, I missed in chat here. Engines need 3 minutes to warm and cool before full power. Ah, okay, I see. Won't taxi time take care of the engines warm? It might, yeah. Don't worry about the ding for that. Let's see, Morning Master Copy. We are IRL Sim Pilots. Welcome in, Will. And what this is the new Fly the Line career mode. So we haven't even done a flight yet. Okay, so let me put that on the side. And let me make a thingy for that. So 1 second here. Fly the line. What's that thing on? Is it showing something weird? Like, are you seeing like the... Are you just seeing Fly the Line up there, or are you seeing something else too? Do this. Like on my display, it looks like it's showing the audio mixer too. Alright, well, if it looks fine, that's cool. But if you're showing like an audio mixer, let me know. And I'll see if I can fix that, but... Oh, I think I know what's going on. Maybe, let me see. Let me go inside here, delete this. Yeah, I'm still showing an audio mixer. This is not freeware. This is 40 bucks. Yeah, this is 40 bucks. All right, anyone in chat, let me know if you see, like, what do you see up on there? Do you see, like, is the little screen at the top corner look right, or is it, does it look kind of funky? Okay, we're gonna hit, let's go to start flight here. And we're gonna go to Minneapolis. And it said to 45 minutes to dispatch. Okay, so you see flight. Okay, cool. And then where do you get? Does it dispatch it to SimBrief automatically? It had me put in my SimBrief. Open sim brief. Choose. Failed. Incorrect airport. Yeah, I know that. We're gonna fly the max. Open sim brief. Okay, so it doesn't automatically send it to sim brief, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, so hopefully they get that fixed up at some point. Oh, no, it does. It does. Okay, it sends it all over to sim brief. So you can see over here, it sent it all over to sim brief. Even the max, it got the so yeah, it did everything. So 12 left is what we're expecting for the arrival run, or sorry, the departure runway. So 12 left. Cruising altitude. Countdown timer. Why is this not allowing me to move? Oh, okay. I have to do this for that. Okay. And then cruising altitude is 34,000. Okay. And then, so let's go to Minneapolis here. And we're going to go to live traffic, or sorry, live time right now. 12 left is over here. So we're going to park over here. Push the button. And we're going to jump into the sim now. Alright, so that's loading. Is that music going to run the entire time? Here, let me cancel this real quick. We're going to turn that music off. Oh crap, hit the wrong button, I think. Settings. Or turn that music off, because I don't know if that's going to be running the entire time or not. Alright, continue. Okay, it's dispatch. Boeing 737 MAX. 34,000. Whoop, 34,000. And then we're going to apply SimBrief. Okay, it's importing SimBrief stuff. Okay, cool. It looks like it changed the time of day as well. Looks like it changed the time of day. I think, at least. Okay, and then we're going to click on Go to Aircraft. Okay. There we go. I guess we just put that on the side. Let it do its thing. And I guess we see what happens, right? I guess we see what happens. All right, let's get Beyondatc rolling in the background as well. So I'm really confused. So I don't think I have to do anything at this point. I'm confused when it said the takeoff stuff, because it said like hit the takeoff button or something. I saw that on the first page, but I don't see it anymore. I don't see it like on the little screen, so
Beyondatc connected.
Whatever. We'll figure it out. Thankfully, it does do the SimBrief stuff. It doesn't seem to pull the correct airport stuff, though. I mean, the aircraft stuff. I don't think. I didn't pay enough attention to it, so that could very much be just me. All right, let's go over here in the Max. We're going to go to Power. System page. Now we're kind of back into our comfort zone here. Now we know what we're doing with this plane, kind of, sort of. Going to connect this dude. Going to go up top here. I'm going to go to battery on. Okay, so I saw a flash on the little fly the line. I don't know what that meant. Oh, what the hell does it say? Background. What the hell does it say? It said something. All right, ground power's on. Like a big red box popped up and said background. All right, navs are activated. Window heat, geez. Window heat's on, and wheel wells, lights are going on here. Good, grand, beautiful. Let's get the APU firing up. And then seatbelt signs, good there. Let's go over to the tablet, dude. Go to menu, go to performance. Let's go to weight and balances. And we're going to get our briefing panel information. Passengers heading to Rapid City are 83 people. And cargo is going to be, what's the math on that? 39? No, 38. Hold on. So it's like 38 right now. That's 18. Let's do 1850. Is that right? I feel like the math's wrong. That's too much, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb in the morning. Matthew, welcome on in. Welcome on in. I am so like super tired in the morning that I can't do basic math. 19. I was close. All right, 19. Good, beautiful, grand. Fuel on board. Blocking is 12,824. Taxi out is 420. And planned is 6663. And then our payload 0 fuel 8119 and a 3 set and complete. That's all grand down here below. FMC position, grab the GPS, drop it in, route, request it, and we were requesting. My Beyondatc had me waiting 15 minutes for takeoff. Holy crap. I smell something, I see smoke. I was just barbecuing out there, Will. Just barbecuing. I have no idea. It keeps getting me generated. Yeah, master copy. I was having issues with it last night as well. So I wonder, like, if they're still having connection issues, like server issues. Maybe it's master copy. Are you on the supporters edition? Are you on the experimental version? Or are you on the just the standard version? We are Delta 3864. Activate. 0 fuel weight is good there, and 1.8 on the reserves. Cruising up to 251 speeds of 52, and 10 for the temp. Execute. And ones are going to be what? We're going to show landing. Oh, hold on. Show takeoff. We're going to copy the data. We're going to go max or flaps 5 on AC off here, and we're looking at takeoff D takeoff 49. Oh my gosh. I guess this is what happens when I fly extra early. Okay, flaps are set, or get up extra early, and that's all grand, beautiful. Departure. 12 left for the departure via the Lenny 6. Execute. Current arrival is scheduled to be ILS 14, or the RNAV 14. Execute. That dude's good to go, I think. And let's go up top here now. Let's go APUs. Gens are on. Cool. Grand. Beautiful. Let's get our clearance now. I think we're cooking with gas, folks. 133 and a 2. Over to clearance. Minneapolis clearance.
Delta 3864.
Whew,
IFR
tired.
to Rapid City.
All right, master copy. You are on standard. Okay, maybe you need to do a reinstall. Is anyone else having the issues that Matthew and I are having, where it gets stuck on generating speeches? Started yesterday. We saw it on stream, and I thought that's a hell of a coincidence if both of us are having that same problem. I sent them logs, and they said it might be a provider issue. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
Lenny 6 departure.
Runway 17 now. What the hell?
Climb via SID, except maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency 132.975.
Departures runway 17.
Squawk 5644. Delta 3864.
How the hell did they change this 1 sec?
Delta 3864, read back correct. Contact ground 127.902 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 127.902 when ready. Delta 3864. Take care.
So, do I actually honestly have to wait for... I don't have to wait 38 minutes for pushback, right? Can I just push back? Irishman, welcome on in. Next Serio says, is traffic in Beyondatc based on my time or sim time? I always fly at night in Europe, which is 2 a.m., which means there's not a lot of traffic at the time. It's the in-sim time, I believe. That's correct, right, everyone? It's the in-sim time? I'm pretty sure in sim time. Almost positive on that. We're gonna climb 6,000. I ain't waiting no freaking 45 minutes here. Alright, we're gonna see what happens. Let's see if it automatically detects it. There's no button to push. There's no, like, button that says, get ready to go. It's just a cancel button. So we're just gonna bank on it automatically detecting it. That's what we're doing. Minneapolis ground, Delta 3864, ready for pushback and engine start. Alright, over here, system page,
Delta
disco,
3864,
set.
Minneapolis ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest.
Alright,
Pushback
facing
and engine start
northwest.
approved. Face northwest. Delta 3864.
We're facing west now. So we're gonna turn this way. There. This is my parking brake is broken again. Yep. Okay, no problem. Make sure we hit it this time. And request a pushback. Hold. Commencing pushback. APU bleeds on. Pumps are pumping. Engine number 2 is firing up. And let's see what's going to happen here with Fly the Line. Let's see if it's going to do its thing. Not seen anything change yet. Still off blocks time, takeoff time. So maybe it changes with blocks on landing. So maybe it changes when takeoff. I don't know. We about to find out, folks. Introduce some fuel. Engine number 2 is firing up, looking good. How are the frames doing, Irish? Yeah, how are the frames doing, Irish, man? Hopefully you did some, you did the green, go green. 50% for the, what was it? 50% for the, whatever it's called. Alright, looking good. Engine number 2 is on board. Gens for 2, good. Engine number 1 is next. Wait, I just noticed his pushback truck has smoke coming out of it. What software is that? That's in the airport. That's with the Minneapolis, the Flight Beams Minneapolis airport. It has those. Some of the add-ons airports have the smoke on there. Although I've seen it more often. Now that I think about it, I've seen it more often. Lex Barbecue. Engine number 1. And flaps 5. Minneapolis ground, Delta 3864, ready to taxi to the active.
Delta 3864, runway 17 taxi via Quebec. Alpha 10, whiskey.
Oh, Irishman figured out what was going on.
Kilo 10.
What's going on, Irishman?
Runway
Did Irishman plug in his, I bet you Irishman plugged in his display port or HDMI cable into the,
Delta 3864.
into the computer. Irishman is such a newbie. Tell you what, Irishman, I'm disappointed with you. I'm just disappointed. Off with that. I remember when we first moved into our apartment we live in now, my wife did that. She's like, why is my computer really slow? I was like, I don't know. Let's go check the back of your computer. And sure enough, that's what happened. Sure enough, that's what happened. Alright. Sector 1. Alright, we're rolling. It says taxi. Okay, so it's automatically doing it. It looks like it's automatically doing it. Alright, so Quebec to Alpha 10. Well, that's confusing me because there's Quebec and then how do we get over there? So we're just going to cross over this runway 3, or what is this, runway 22. We're going to cross over this runway and then make our turn over to the left. There's traffic here though, so you might want to keep an eye on what the hell's going on. Okay, looking good. So I did make a video. It will come out on Monday for y'all. But I made a video comparing both FS traffic and FSLTL with Beyondatc traffic. Right, so both of them are using Beyondatc traffic individually, independently, right? That video will come up Monday. I'll have you note the following. I am back on FSLTL only, and it has nothing to do with performance. It has to do with cargo. And also, like, if I have both FS traffic and FSLTL installed, that's a whole bunch of gigabytes that are gone. Not that I need it, because I have plenty to go with. I have over like a terabyte still available, but nevertheless, eventually I'm going to be like, yo, I need space because of all this, you know, planes and sceneries and all that jazz. And I was really getting tired of the FS traffic's weird, like, popping noise that was happening. And it's only with FS traffic. So, you know, I'll look at it again if they do, you know, a bug fix or whatnot. But for now, I'll stick with FSLTL. Stick with FSLTL. J. Russ, so it just started, actually, this is the first flight with it. We've spent the first hour of this stream getting things ready to go. It's pretty in-depth. In-depth. One thing is it doesn't have all the airlines. So, for example, I was going to do SkyWest because SkyWest has a lot of regional short hops, and I thought that would be a good one to test for short hops. But it doesn't have SkyWest, which is rather interesting. But it allows you to make an airline, which is kind of cool. So today is kind of be just more of an experimental thing. It'd be cool. This would be cool if they had us have the ability to do a group airline, like a New Sky, right? How awesome would that be? Like a multiplayer? I would totally do a group one. That'd be the bomb. That'd be awesome. I would totally do that. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's all single player. So that'd be really awesome. But I think what we'll do, today's gonna be a test one. We'll see how it is, and then I might, make my own airliner. I think you can just rename it. I don't think you actually make a new airline. I think you just rename your current airline. So I might do that. I'm thinking like the Fly Lex or Lex Air, something like that. Gotta be boring. Del P. Well, welcome in. How does FSLTL traffic work with Beyondatc? Does the traffic watch out for each other? So it's all handled by Beyondatc. The injection is handled by Beyondatc. And yes, they do watch out for each other. Yes. Occasionally, they ignore you. Occasionally, it happens with any kind of traffic, period. But occasionally that will happen. It's very rare, and it's gotten really, really, it has improved an awful lot over the past several months. I remember doing a video a while back ago, which they featured me in an official video on their channel, where I was expecting the plane to come at me, but it stopped. It waited for me. And that was kind of the point of where I think things really progressed in that stage of development. Minneapolis Tower, Delta 3864, holding short 17, ready to go. Alright, it says taxi.
Delta 3864, Minneapolis Tower, wind 190 at 7, fly heading 280, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
17, clear for takeoff, folks.
Fly heading 280, runway 17, cleared for takeoff, Delta 3864.
And this is something I wish that FS HUD would do, which is give you a vector. It just tells you to fly the, the departure. The star or the waypoint. I would love to have it go direct, the actual headings. Alright, landing lights are on, taxi lights are on, all checked, good, ready to go. Let's bring up those throttles, and here we go. First flight with Fly the Wire. Engines are stabilized. And please, someone for love of God, remind me on landing that I need to wait 3 minutes. Because I'm going to forget. We gotta get 100% on the first one, buds. We gotta get 100%. We have to do it. Have to do it. Alright, a little bit of a wind coming from the left. Rotating. It says takeoff. Fantastic. Gears going up. Fantastic. This is a cool, hazy departure out of Minneapolis this morning. Very, very cool. Heading mode, VNav. Flaps going over to the left. Now, we don't know exactly everything that fly-the-wire tracks. I've gotten really good to know what APL tracks. So this is going to be interesting. This is a scary departure, too. Like, I can't see Jack out the window. Where's Jack at? 17,000. So we're going to go up to 34? I think it was 34. I'll put in 34 for now. I think it's 34,000. Alright, lazy modes is activated. And going down here, turn that off. Direct to Tonka. Execute that. LNAV is activated as well. Let's bring in our range. Okay. Good departure. Fly the line, not fly the wire. Just flight, welcome in. Welcome in. We just, this is our very first flights into it, using fly the line. Welcome on in. So far, it's pretty in-depth. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. I did run into one little bug, though. One little bug, which is the first airline I chose was... what was the airline I chose? American? I think it was American. And we chose Orlando. And I put in 60 minutes to 90 minutes for my flights, right? And it sat on the screen for like 3 to 4 minutes, maybe longer, saying that this could take several minutes to process. And then it eventually aired out, saying that it wasn't configured, or there's not enough routes within the time span I put for that. So I don't know if that's a bug or what. So just a heads up if you're interested. But other than that, it's been flawless. We got our first flight going here with Delta, 10,000 feet. Landing lights coming off. Runway lights off, taxi lights are off. Looking fantastic. It's a pretty short hop here. There's our arrival airport. Let's see, where are we at with chat? I'm sorry, I lost everything. I'm loving the MAX and the SWA hops. Yeah, the MAX is awesome. I have MSB Airport and mine doesn't do that. I will check again. Doesn't do that. I don't have any add-ons. I don't have GSX installed, so I'm not quite sure where that would come from. The smoke thing. I don't know where that would come from at all. J. Russ switched back to FSLTL, yep. And let's see, just got back. It's our 34th anniversary this week, and congratulations, J. Russ, 34 years. That's incredible. That is amazing. It's a rare sight nowadays, it seems, to have people married or together for that long. So congratulations. Hope you have another amazing, I think you're in your 50s, right? So you got another several decades to go. So hopefully y'all do extremely well, and congratulations on that. Congratulations. So I went to get some flowers for the wife. I talked about it on the stream here, but like my wife, she's not like a flower person. She's not a big flower person. So I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Like, I'm sure if I bought some chocolate, she'd be happy with that. But other than that, she doesn't really need the chocolates. I'm reaching 75 to 85 FPS in menus, and between 38 and 45 moving on the ground, and 60th in flight. Fantastic. What was the problem again? Irishman, I saw it really quick. What was it? Oh, we didn't have the frame gen on as well in AMD. Ah, I got you. Okay, cool. Very cool. You called me a smartass. I saw that. I saw that one. That's pretty good. Yeah, so for your 3090, like I said, the 3090 is good, and the upgrade you're going to have going to 5080 is going to be there, but it's not going to be like game-changing. Not if you're in the 20 series. Like the 2090 going to the 5080 or something, that would be game-changing. But I think for the 3090, I don't think you're going to have that big of a change. 3090 is good, and the upgrade you're going to have going to 5080 is going to be there, but it's not going to be like game-changing. Not if you're in the 20 series. Like the 2090 going to the 5080 or something, that would be game changing. But I think for the 3090, I don't think you're going to have that big of a change. personally. Thanks for that. Anything else? Untowered towards means. Let us know afterwards. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes. So far I like it. It's very in depth. It's a lot more in depth than I thought. I kind of tried to stay away from as many initial videos that came out about it because I want to surprise myself with it. And so far it's really cool. I'm impressed. I love that you can change. You can make your own, you can add in your own logo, like your own profile picture. I love that. I love that you can get your airline logo too. That's really cool. That's really cool concept. Now, are you all going to be, if you're still in here, are you going to be adding any more airlines to it? For example, SkyWest, a big US one is not in it. So are there going to be more airlines coming down the road? With Minneapolis Center, cool.
Center on 127.1.
Okay, we already got clearance to descend down to 6,000 because of the weird Beyondatc issue, but that's fine. We'll continue our climb. Going to watch these videos, and if I like Fly the Line, I will buy it for Southwest. Oh, I should have done Southwest Airlines. That's what I should have done. Dang. Jay Russ, you... okay, yeah. I think, again, this is the test. We're going to see how things work out. This is a test. But yeah, I think, yeah, Southwest. I'll do that. I think I'm going to do Southwest. I'm going to stick with Delta with APL. And then we have Southwest here and Fly the Line. Yeah, I didn't think about Southwest. Dang it. Jay Russ, I should have had you in here earlier. All that was popping in my head was American, Delta, United, and SkyWest. That's all that was popping in my head. Because I'm a crazy, stupid American. I forget about all the other airlines in the world, and you know, that's crazy. How do you scroll your altitude on the Mac so quickly? Oh, I'm using the WinWing FCU, so an external panel from WinWing. It's the FCU, and I have a MobiFlight profile for it, so I can use an actual real knob to turn it. That's how. I think you can also like pull it out, right? Yeah, you can pull it out farther. You can do that too. Oh crap. What are we flying up to? 34 today. 34. Alright, got that in there. Good, grand, beautiful. And let's see. Yes, more airlines likely to be added. More updates and improvements will be on the way. Fantastic. Silent, welcome in. Welcome on in. Oh, we have Just Flight. Wow, celeb spotting. It's always cool. I always think it's really cool when devs come into streamers. I absolutely love it. I think it's cool because it shows, one, it shows our house niche and small the community is. Because you're never going to see like EA jump into, you know, any of the, you know, smaller streamers. They'll be in like the big time streamers, but not the smaller streamers. You know, when like Battlefield comes out, you're not going to see EA pop into like Bob's stream of 3 people. But it's really cool to see. You know, we've had APL, Simbrit Worlds, come in to our streams. We've had PMDG come into our streams. I think we had oh shoot, FS Flight Sim Studios. I think we had them come into the stream once as well. So yeah, we've had different developers come into the stream. It's really cool. It's really cool. You know, and back when you used SI, we had them pop into the stream too. So that's always, it's just really cool when you have the developers pop in and see people watching, see people enjoying it, seeing the comments in the chat, seeing if things go wrong with the software. Right? It's really cool. It's really cool. Let's see. I have no idea what Flightline is, so can you give me a quick brief? Irishman. From what it looks like, Fly the Line seems to be a mesh of like APL, which I know you use, and NeoFly, which is a free add-on, which has been out for a very long time, mixed with like The Sims. Kind of mash all that together like a mashed potato, and that's what you have. So a career airline, but that doesn't just focus, like APL focuses just on the flying aspect of it. So like you know, you get your real world flights and you just fly and you build up XP, and the goal is to, you know, get money and climb in the ranking. NeoFly, Irishman, thank you for the 6 months. Irishman, Fly the Line adds, NeoFly adds in a little bit more to that, so you can do like a base of operations, kind of like on the air, you can do base of operations, all that kind of jazz. This one adds in the what you do when you're not flying. So, you know, your downtime, you know, socializing, going to movies, playing games, reading, exercising, etc. Kind of adds in those other things in the background that is, like I said, The Sims. I think it's interesting because initially I was like, I don't know about that, but it seems like it might be a pretty cool thing to have in the career mode. So we'll see how it goes. Irishman, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Big shout out to Irishman for coming in here with the big 10 Lex Stereo gifted memberships. We have Jeff, we have Hay, we have, or sorry, Hemo, we have Mardum, we have Wiz, Jim, Kevin, Triforce Gaming, Triforce Gamer, sorry, Paul, Nick, and John, all gifted 10 gifted memberships thanks to Irishman. And in there as well, P2 has been in here for 13 months. Thank you, P2, for 13 months. That's like a year or something, right? Thank you so much for that, P2. You've been here from damn near the very beginning of me really focusing on this channel, so that's so cool. I really appreciate all the support from everyone in here. It really truly does. It really helps me be motivated and want to continue doing more and more content, and make me doing these live streams. I've talked about it before, where the live streams I've never really been interested in, but you know, you've all helped me make live streaming exciting and entertaining and boring, as Will would say. So thank you for the 10 gifted memberships for that. Will says we can't say hold on. Oh, SI isn't in the stream. Silent said, sorry, I missed Silent. In your opinion, do you think the PMDG 777 or the iFly 737 is more worth your money? Ooh, that's a tough one. I am a 737 whore. I'm very faithful to my 737. Or sorry, yeah, 737. And I absolutely love the iFly. I absolutely love the iFly. And the iFly, I think, is a little bit cheaper, right? Just a few bucks, like $10 cheaper or something like that. We were clear down to 6,000. So, if I had to pick between one of those two planes, for me personally, because I like short hauls, the iFly 737 is my go-to plane. Now, I think the PMDG 777 might, I don't know for sure, might have more in-depth systems compared to the 737 from iFly. If there is, it's very minor. But I love the sounds of the Max. I love the models of the Max. I love the hand flying of the Max. I love the systems of the Max. It is amazing of system. Oh my gosh, Jay Russ with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Jay Russ. Just a little gift for all the videos. Appreciate it. And this is to add to your CDU fund. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that, Jay Russ. Hey, thank you all for the support. I really do appreciate it. It's really been a rough. What's it been now? Been a rough week, I guess, overall. You know, our dog, a German Shepherd, he's 12 years old. Pretty much 12 years old. He's 11 and a half years old, and he had some stomach issues that started happening last week. No, actually, it's been 2 weeks now. Geez, last weekend, or the previous weekend, sorry. He started developing some stomach issues, and so we had to bring him to the ER and get checked out. And German Shepherds have anxiety issues when they get old. As they get older, they have more anxiety issues, and so he's been having some issues with that. You know, with the fireworks for 4th of July here in the U.S. and the recent storms. He's been on high alert. So that ER visit wasn't expensive, and of course, you all know about the cat recently. And P2 with $699 Canadian money. That's like $1 billion worth of U.S. funds. I think I'm a billionaire now, thanks to P2 here in the chat. So again, I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate all the support. Know that the money you give goes directly back into the channel, but obviously, you know, I have to take care of you know, the pets, which are family, and take care of myself too. But yeah, the money you provide here on the stream, whether it's from the advertisements on YouTube or the memberships, or whatever it be, it all goes back into the channel. So, your funds have allowed me to buy Fly the Line. Your funds have allowed me to buy the premium characters for Beyondatc, so you can hear all those things in the background, and then new planes that come out. So, really do appreciate it. I really, really do. All right, we're on our top of descent now, so we are descending. And the Fly the Line does say cruise, so we're looking good. Scheduled arrival time, it says 124 minutes and 7 seconds. That seems, it's because of the block time. So I do need to, I think I need to change the block time, so put in less block time. I think. Because the block time was 10 minutes. So I think if I do a block time of like 20 minutes or so, because I don't use GSX, so I think that would be that'd probably work ideally. And let's see, so we just passed top of descent, but we're not descending. Why are we not descending? We'll give it a couple moments here. All right, let's go ahead and start our approach information. So we're going to go to performance, show landing. We're going to copy this data. We're going to go to its dry conditions, and to get our weather, I now have to use Navigraph for this one instead of using. This would be actually, is it on there? No, it isn't. So if you're still in here, just flight. Something that'd be really cool to add to the menu, which I think is really awesome from APL, is the weather. If you can get the METAR, I don't know if you all can get that information, but add the METAR underneath maybe the departure and arrival airports. That'd be really handy. Just saying, cool feature to add. Shout out chat if you think that Just Flight should add in the METAR information on the bottom of the flight tracking. What say you? What say you, chat? Have the people spoken? Or is Lex just a crazy psycho? We don't need confirmation on that last part, by the way, because I am a crazy psycho. All right, flaps 30, AC on, anti-ice should be off. Weather is, it's pretty good. En route, config, all and none. Complete, calculate, and 137 for the arrival. And we're still not descending. 88 to, oh, we got some distance to go. Yeah, we have some distance to go yet, so I'm not too terribly concerned. Yeah, we have a while to go. All right, we're gonna wait for top of descent then. Let's see, Moza and the CDU. The Moza fun. I need to start the OnlyFlaps page for the Moza. I need to start the OnlyFans page for the, or the OnlyFlaps page for the Moza. I need a little bit more than that. I have thought about doing, I do have a Patreon. I thought about doing a Patreon, and I have an idea of something that might be unique for it. I'm not going to do any spoilers on that yet, but there might be a time where that comes down the road. But I want to make sure that you can only do like a certain amount of, I don't want to have it crazy. Like, I know some people have like Patreons that are like, $5 to $10. I don't want anything like that. $1, the minimum kind of thing. I like the minimum. That's why I like YouTube dollar thing. I think that's fantastic. A fantastic thing. You can just do a small amount. All right. Let's see. Sorry, just catching up on a couple things here. Okay, looking good. And okay, what we got here? I know the feeling. I know what you feel like. I want to trade my mother-in-law. I want to trade my mother-in-law. 31 viewers. Yep, this is awesome. Let's see. Start the AB9 purchase funds. Everybody hit that like button. Welcome in, Sean. How you doing? How's the trip doing? I'm in Virginia Beach right now for the trip. Yeah, how was the trip? I've never tried Patreon, but I will join yours. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'll look into it still, and see. Like I said, I have an idea. I just don't know if the idea is good. People have a billion ideas, but nothing's really beneficial. But I have an idea that might be beneficial. Might be beneficial. We'll see. This is actually a 424 nautical mile flight. Oh, wow. I forgot how far Rapid City is. I completely forgot how far Rapid City is. All right, well, this is like a long haul. It's called short haul edition, but this is a long haul for Lexstream here. This is the long haul for Lexstream. Okay, so the cat's looking at me like she wants to eat. So P2's gonna head out for a meeting. See you, folks. Yeah, see you folks in a bit. And that also means me as well. I'm gonna step away for like 3 minutes to feed the cat. So I'll be right back.
Contact Minneapolis Center 128.5, Delta 3864. Minneapolis Center, Delta 3864, flight level 340. Delta 3864, Minneapolis Center, roger.
All right, that was like less than 3 minutes. That was like, is that even a minute? I don't even know if that was a minute. Irishman says, have fun, P2. We need to get you flying out of the US. I agree. Maybe, well, we can take our talents in APL over to Europe. We can certainly do that. Take our talents in Europe, in APL over to Europe. And then in Fly the Line, we can do US. Because I think I'll be using Fly the Line for a bit, to kind of get used to it, kind of figure it out, right? See what it's all about. And then, and like I said, I'm definitely not dropping APL. I think it's a fantastic program, and it's been very good for me. So, likely going to stick with it. Will, with €6, that's like $1 trillion for us here. This is this is for your sub with SI. We do understand, really. Will, you're great. I appreciate all the support from you as well, Will. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, I would love them. I would love for them to be in chat right now. Oh my gosh. We should rename the chat. Should just rename the stream. You know, like, remember if anyone's seen Little Rascals? They got the He-Man Woman Haters Club. We'll call us the SI Hater. Well, no, what would it be? The Airplane Flying SI Haters Club. How about that? Yeah, the Airplane Flying. Hold on, the Sim Flying SI Haters Club. Yeah, I like that. The Sim Flying. Oh my gosh, can't even say it. The Sim Flying SI Haters Club. Yeah, perfect. Just finished 7,730 nautical mile flight, autopilot all night. Holy smokes, Jay, that's crazy. Was that like all night? What time did you start it at? I saw your message. I don't know if I got a chance to actually read it because I jumped out of bed to get on this stream this morning. On the last 1,000 nautical miles, jeez Louise, holy, yeah, what time did you start it at? What time did you start your flight last night? Oh, we have some development updates from the people over. We'll check this out. This is cool. We'll check this out here in a second. Let's see. England and Ireland have a lot of yeah, we can do Aer Lingus. Aer Lingus would be really fun. I'm down with that. Aer Lingus, yeah. Although Aer Lingus doesn't fly the 737. That's fine. We can fly the 737 over here and fly the line. Would be a great starting point. Yeah, Irishman, I like that. I think Aer Lingus might be it. I'm going to apply for Aer Lingus in APL, and hopefully they accept me. That's the big question, if they accept me. I've never heard of Fly the Line. Can you give us a brief overview of it? Yeah, so Fly the Line just came out today. It just came out today. You can see it up there in the top left corner. And so Fly the Line is a career add-on mode. If you've heard of APL, A Pilot's Life, Chapter 2, it's similar to that in terms of it tracks your flight, right? So it has real-world routes, and you pick an airline, right? Okay. But it mashes in stuff like on-air, where you can, well, you can't build bases with this, but it kind of mashes in stuff with, it's a mash of on-air, APL, and NeoFly. It's a mash of all three of those career modes, but add in the Sims. Add in the Sims. And the Sims, yeah, the game The Sims, right? Where you make a little dude and doing your things, going potty and going to the bathroom, going to work. Okay, add in all that stuff. And that's kind of what Fly the Line is. That's kind of like what it is. So not only are you flying, because, you know, that's what we're doing here in Flight Sim, we're flying. Not only are you doing that, but you're also going to manage your day-to-day operations. You're going to manage your time off. So you'll exercise, you'll read books, you'll talk to friends, you know, go to movies, whatever it be. You do all that stuff, and it does all of that stuff together. And I think that's really, really cool. When I heard the concept at first, I was like, I don't want to do the Sims stuff. I don't care about that crap. But then I thought about it more and more, and I was like, you know, it actually makes sense. Because once you're done with APL with your flight, you're done with the flight. Unless you're going to do another one, you're pretty much done with the flight. The same with New Fly and New Sky and all that jazz. Once you're done with the flight, you're done with the program. But this kind of gives you a little bit more about it, a little bit more to do than just flying, and that's kind of cool. That's a cool concept, and I like that. So once we're done with this flight, we'll jump back into the software. We should be on the ground here. Let's see. We'll be on the ground here at 12:27 Zulu time. It is currently 11:20. So within the hour, we'll be on the ground within the hour, based on that information. And then we'll take a look more into the systems within it there. 16 hours started at 6 was that last night, right? 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. That's crazy. Ryanair does? Okay. Yeah, Ryanair has the 737 Maxes. Yeah, I think we'll do Aer Lingus over with APL if we can get into it, and then we'll do everything else here in Fly the Line. Stupid YouTube Studios. Like, okay, so I've talked about this before, but I reset my PC a couple weeks back, and I was having issues. This wasn't the reason why I reset it, but I was having issues with YouTube Studios, which is for content creators, require me to verify my account every like hour or so, and all of a sudden it just started again last night. It just started doing it again for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just started doing it again. Now I'm not doing that kind of flight. My goodness. Yeah, Master Copy. That's a crazy. Master Copy does long hauls, but that's a like super long haul. That's a super long haul. Hey, Master Copy, think of this. If you don't get Fly the Line right away, think of how much ground you could make up catching up to me in APL. When I'm taking a little break from APL, and I'm flying in Fly the Line. Fly the Wire. I think Just Flight was trying to put in the link, but it didn't take it for some reason. Here's the link. There's the website. It didn't come up even for me to like allow it. That's weird. Does YouTube just like automatically ban it? Huh. We'll have to fix that. Mods, get on that. Come on, mods. Will, get on it. What's going on? What do I not pay you for? Will just wants to kick me out of the own chat. I know what's going on. Will just wants to kick me out. Will's like, we don't need him on his flights. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, it's a long haul, yep. Yeah, I don't think I'm built for it. Almost there, almost 6 more flights. You catch me tomorrow? Okay. I guess I'm calling into work then. Can't have that happen, Master Copy. Let me send a text off to the boss and tell him I'm not coming in today. I lost my ID and I can't come to work. I got more important things to do. Make sure Master Copy does not catch me. Make sure he does not catch me in APL. I have to get a second computer going so that I can have one using APL and one using Fly the Line. I'm back from the shower and was thinking it's not VATSIM friendly because of a need to be at a departure time in VATSIM. It should be though, because of the need to be departure time in the sim. Oh yeah, because VATSIM requires real time, right? VATSIM requires real time, and Fly the Line changes your time of day in the sim. Yeah. Okay. Just Flight, can you confirm that? I don't know enough about VATSIM's requirement, and maybe you do, but Just Flight, you're still in here. Can you confirm that? VATSIM, I think, requires real time. Is this not VATSIM friendly? There's a possibility. I'm not familiar enough with VATSIM's requirements, because you're always with this SI crap. Listen, Will, tomorrow I'm calling up a number. I'm calling up a number. I'm talking to someone over there. I'm be like, yo, do you know who I am? They call me Lex on stream. We have to have a conversation. Will wants me to be part of the SI team. Will says, you know what? If you're not on using SI, you're not part of the fun. You need to be out. Alright, we don't need to go that far. Let's wait for the arch to come in. Alright, they changed our runway 2, so we're going 3-2 for the arrival now. And 3-2 is an ILS, which is fantastic. That actually is in our favor. Let's go back over here, and let's go to 3-2 for the arrival. And calculate it. Oh, show dispatch. Calculate. What happened? Oh, dry. That's right. Calculate. Show dispatch. And then calculate again. And 137, it says we're not going to be able to make it, so we're going to have to make sure this landing is pretty good. Let's bring up this to 1,000. Good deal. Alright, so the ILS is 109 and 3. I'm using my stream deck for that. 109 and a 3. 109 and a 3. Cool. ILS is a set. And 324. 324 for the course. 324. Beautiful. And then the minimums in Rapid City. 3360. I don't think they're... Actually, there might have been I might have a freeware of Rapid City. Might have a freeware from flights in that TO. Might. But there's a high probability it's not. I don't remember if I downloaded it or not. I know I used to have a Rapid City, but I think that was the crappy one. The flight... The, F scenery, or whatever the hell they're called. Let's do 12. I think 12 might be the sweet spot here for the descent. Okay, let's see. What do we got for chat? Ryanair has a whole fleet of Maxes. So, can you use sim time in, like sim rate? No. It says on the bottom.
Delta 3864, contact Minneapolis Center 120.6. Take care.
Contact
Oh,
Minneapolis
you can use
Center
SimRate. It says you can use
1016
SimRate.
Delta 3864.
Yeah, okay. Oh, never mind. It says you can use SimRate if you want to on the bottom.
Delta 3864.
Only use SimRate.
Good morning. Flight level 313.
Manipulate the time. I can't see. I need to wear glasses. I think when I need to wear glasses now. I think I wear glasses like driving, but I think I might need to wear them in the house now. It's crazy. Yeah. So on the very bottom, down here in the bottom, it says instant replay, slew, or changing sim time during a flight will break your flight tracking. Only use SimRate to manipulate time. So if you want to increase time. So I guess you don't get dinged for it. I don't know for sure on that though. But you might not get dinged for it. So yeah, it looks like you can use SimRate. It's not required, but unlike weather would be weird of time. It's not required, but weather would be weird. Oh yeah, yeah. If you're using the weather is real weather, I believe. But it's the time of day. Yeah, I get you. The weather would be weird. Yep. Because of the weather. Yep. VATSIM requires real weather. Yeah. I think it just messes with the time. I think the weather's real time or real. We can, I guess, confirm that with briefing up here. Top of climb winds are 262 at 59. It's pretty close. Yeah. So. I would say yeah. I think the weather is correct. It's just the time of day is what it messes with. Just messes with the weather. I mean, time of day. Sorry. Jeez. All mixed up. All right. How are we looking? Looking good. Looking good on the arrival here. What time is it? So I got another 2 hours before I have to leave to work. It says we're on descent now. So update it. That's good. I don't know how much it's updating on this little small map though, right? Yeah, it doesn't look like... Okay, so let me see if I can fix that. So I'm going here, I'm going to go to 10. There we go. Now that's updated. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay. Can I do a cool little thing? Let me see. I'm messing with things live on stream, so if things break, blame Will. Blame Will. If things break, blame Will. Okay, so I put that... Where did I put that? I put that over here. Expo. And let's change it to this. And then we're going to go to Alpha Mask. And did that do anything? It did, but not what I want to see. Okay. Filters. Edit this dude. Browse. Let's change to this dude instead. And close. Did that do anything? Yep, sure did. Cool. And that's all fancy. Alright, put it back up here in the corner. Beautiful, grand. Then we're going to do this. And we're going to rename this. How do I rename this? Rename this to Fly the Line. FTL. Fly the Line. Alright, there we go. Cool, grand, beautiful. VATSIM requires real weather. So, you have to fly real time, not making changes in time. Correct. Real time. Well, you can do SimRate, so I guess... That's interesting. That's because I don't think any of the other... Actually, no. On Air, I think, allows SimRate. I know APL allows it, but it dings you points. I don't know about New Sky and NeoFly. I don't remember if those allow. I think those allow SimRate as well. And of course, this in-sim career mode does. It didn't, and then it does. I think again. P2's back. Welcome back, P2. I don't know about Fly the Line. APL is more flexible. We are flying to crap figures. Yeah, didn't we do a flight to crap before? Didn't we do? Yeah, didn't we do like Denver or something to crap? In APL, I have to wait a week before flying with an airline. Yeah, so you have to wait before you switch over to a different airline. I don't know about this one. I think you can just change it whenever the hell you want. Or maybe after your sectors, after you finish your schedule, maybe. I wonder if you can skip routes or skip flights. We'll have to check that out too. I don't know how much time I'm going to have. I don't know if I'll have enough time to do another flight. I don't think I'm going to. So I think the next part of the stream is going to be, after we land, is going to be just kind of looking at the flight report and then seeing what else is inside the career, see what kind of money we made, XP, all that kind of jazz. But I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do another flight. We'll see. There's that shorter hop on the next one, so we'll kind of evaluate how things go as we make our arrival here. Although I could do sim rate if I really want to. I suppose I could do that, but I don't like sim rate. I'm an anti-sim rate person. I understand why people do it. I 100% understand why people do it. I feel like I'm cheating too much. Like I used it in career in the 2024 career mode. I used it in there, but like that was crazy. They had you in like a little 152 flying like 200 nautical miles. I ain't doing that. That's crazy. That's crazy. So like I understand why people do it. And I cheat in some games too. Ain't gonna lie about that. But I don't consider it cheating. I don't consider it cheating. Like in flight sim, I don't consider it cheating to use sim rate, because like an example of a J-Russ, you know, he did a flight that was what, 14 hours, but he did real time, right? But some people want to experience the same kind of thing, but they don't have, you know, they don't want to do it overnight and they don't have that time to do it. So you take advantage of sim rate, which will allow you to complete that flight in a much faster time frame. So I understand the point of it and using it. I just don't. I do short hops, so I don't need to really use it for my short hops. But yeah, if you're doing 800 nautical mile flights, 1,000 mile, you know, whatever, I get it. Totally get it. There's a lot of people that use it. I'd love to see a poll. I should put up a poll. That should be the next. I'm gonna put up a poll actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, we're gonna make a poll up on the channel. The last poll is crazy. 150 votes. We had 57% use Airbus. Boeing slowly kind of made its way back up at 31%, but still not even contest. All right, we're gonna do a text poll. Do you use, or so let's do how often? How often do you use sim rate? Never, often, hold on, what do I want to do? Sometimes, often, always. Alright, polls up on the channel. Can I do a... Here we go. Copy. Alright, if you're interested, whoosh, there's the poll. There's the poll up on the channel. How often do you use sim rate? Never, sometimes, often, always. Cast your votes on the channel. Airbus dominated the last poll. Irishman says Lex will not submit to your Boeing ways. Listen. It's important. It's very important to understand that things happen when things happen, but things don't happen when they don't happen. So when they happen, realize that it happened when you happened, and didn't happen because you didn't happen to happen. It only will happen if it happens. Believe it. Believe you that right there. That is like philosophy. Philosophy is what that is right there. Philosophy. I'm like Kratos. You know Kratos? What's his name? Kratos? No. What's his name? How do you say it? Yeah, it's Kratos, right? Soul Crate. Soul Crate? Oh, man. Have you ever tried Pilot's Life Sim? A Pilot's Life? Yeah, A Pilot's Life Chapter 2? Absolutely. We use it all the time here. Love it. It's fantastic. It's a very good program. Plato? Oh, man. Master copies, what? I can't repeat all that, Master Copy. I don't have the voice for that. La 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 la, can't hear you. Oh boy. Alright, so we are on descent into Rapid City. If for those who don't know what Rapid City is, it's one of 5 cities in South Dakota. South Dakota is not all that big. It's like the size of Rhode Island, I think. The only thing that is important in South Dakota is it has like some mountains with some old dudes on it that have been dead for like years. You know, I don't know who those people are. It's like 4 people. Supposed to be important or something for the U.S. I don't know who they are. They might be like musicians or I think what's his name? I think Morgan Freeman's up on there. Morgan Freeman and Whitney Houston might be on there too. I don't know. Maybe I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. All I heard is Lex is secret mini bus god. It's great. I have over 1,000 hours on it. I'm currently with all. Oh yeah, cool. That's awesome, Mario. Yeah, APL is really cool. I love. APL is really awesome. I have. I think I have almost 1,000 hours in it now. Last I checked, it was like 900 and something hours, I think. So yeah, clearly I use it a lot. Stupid FedEx humor, I guess. Size of Rhode Island. I wish APL. I wish APL had pay where airport filter. Oh yeah, that's interesting to think about. Yeah. That'd be weird though, because like then you'd only do the routes to the airport. I guess for like, yeah, if you only want to fly into airports that you had, yeah. But it would also limit you. It would limit quite a bit. But thankfully, what's really nice about having Flight Sim is Flight Sim.to, where so many people made, freeware airports. They're not the same level. A lot of them aren't the same level as paidware. Of course, but they're still really good. They're still really good for being free. And Irishman with another 5 gifted memberships. I think he might think I'm like lost, and I need to buy pills for my mental stability. I think that's what's going on with Irishman right now. Miles, Dimka, Guyvan, Craig, and English Plane Spotter. Welcome into the Lex Co-Pilots, courtesy of Irishman. Thank you, Irishman. Thank you, P2. Thank you, Will. Thank you, J. Russ. All today for the generosity and support for the channel. Much appreciated. One of the things I did with APL, when I first started in the APL, was when I would generate the flights, I'd go see if there's any paidware add-ons for it, and if there are, for the schedule I'm doing, if there are, I would mark down on a sheet of piece of paper, and say, hey, I need to get this for my next add-on, airport. But I would wait for a sale. Always wait for a sale. I'm cheap. Always wait for a sale. So I'd wait for a sale of that airport, and then I go buy that airport. And now I have a lot of the airports. I have the majority of the paidware airports in the U.S. Overseas, not very many. I have a couple sprinkled in Europe and a couple sprinkled in New Zealand, but primarily U.S. for me. And when I reformatted my PC the other week, and I lost my community folder for one crazy reason. Now what I've done is I generate the schedule, and then I'll verify that I actually have downloaded those airports, because I don't know if I bought them in the sim. I don't know if I bought them in Orbex. And I didn't download every single one because I've unfortunately bought a duplicate of airports because I'm an idiot. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've done recently is I just verify that I go and check all the websites, see if I own it. I need to download I need to get like a master list of all the stuff I have. And I just realized I forgot to change this to runway 32 for the arrival. 32 ILS, execute, legs. Cool. And now that should be up to date. And we're getting there. We're almost there, folks. We're almost there. 18,000 feet. Okay, so the arrival, we can look at our little handy dandy dude over here, I suppose. We can go to terminal charts. There's not a lot of charts for Rapid City because it's, you know, a small airport, and there's like, this is one of 5 cities. And we go to crap. You know, if you gotta take a crap, now's your chance, because right outside's pretty much just crap. I feel bad. Should be making fun of Rapid City like that. I used to live in Fargo, North Dakota, which is, North Dakota has like 2 cities in it. Fargo, and then Minot, where all the military airplanes are. That's about it. So I shouldn't make fun of it. Here's the ILS. ILS is 5,500 for the initial arrival at Helta, and then we'll come on in for the arrival. Fantastic. Let's cycle our views. Runway 32 for the arrival. We're going to exit to the left, looks like. Yeah, terminal's right here, so we're going to exit to the left, probably at Bravo. Backtrack, taxi there. Remember, we have to wait 3 minutes. 3 minutes before engines shut down. So we're going to make sure we watch the clock there for the arrival and see what happens. Now, I would do sim rate now, but I also want to see if I can get 100%, and I don't know if sim rate affects the score you get at the end. I don't know if there is a score. I don't know if you just get more XP or how that all works out. But so I would do sim rate, but again, I don't want to mess with the chance of something going wrong with it in that case. So we're going to continue doing what we're doing here on the arrival. 3003. Looking very, very good. Not much to see out here. That's beautiful looking. I highly doubt we'll have any kind of major traffic in Rapid City. I highly doubt it. I'm going to check me folder, me community folder, and see if I have a crap. And I do not. Nope. So if there is a freeware, I did not download it. Let me see if there is a freeware. Okay, crap. K-Rap. Nope. No freeware. I thought there was someone. I thought someone made one. Maybe not.
Another subscriber.
Jason, thanks for the subscription. Much appreciated. Do the circuit breakers work in the iFly? I think so. I don't know. I don't even know where the circuit breaker are. They're right back here. Or no, I guess not. Nope, that's a negative. They do not work. The door opens though. Is this just a, what is this? It's just a, whoa. Oh, they're on the ground. Okay, never mind. I thought that was actually real, an actual real mirror. Southwest uses first officer's clock for engine cool down, if that helped. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you for that tip. Okay, so the tip is we're going to start the clock, hit the clock there, and it's going to clock here. That would be the 3 minutes. That's a beautiful tip. Thank you, Nate, for that. That's fantastic. Do you have to have upgraded airports in FTL? Do you have to have upgraded airport? No. No, you can fly to any airport. Like, this isn't a paid-wear airport we're flying into. So, no, it should be no problem. Should be no problem. The other thing I'm noticing is the following. So, in FTL, it says the passengers are 108, but we loaded only like 70 something passengers, 78 or something passengers. What was our, we can look at the briefing panel. Passenger count was 83. So unless we have a whole bunch of crew members on board, it's not pulling, it's not entering this data in from SimBrief. That's what I'm seeing, at least initially. Cargo says 1286, but that's kgs. I don't know what the math is on that. Jeez Louise. 3797 pounds to kg. 205.
Turn left, heading 205, Delta 3864.
Conversions. What the hell? 3797. That's 1722. That's off 2. So I don't know where it's not. It might be because the plane wasn't set up, though. I didn't set up the plane. Remember in the beginning? So, okay. Here is my question. If you're in here just flight. 250. Okay, that's weird.
Turn right, heading 250, Delta 3864.
I'm clearing out my frame rate there. Does it automatically... Why doesn't it automatically pull the profile from SimBrief for the plane? In terms of, like, you know, the speed and all that jazz. Because that should be in there in SimBrief. I fly for Southwest Virtual, and we do that in our SOP. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, why the discrepancy in the passengers? That's where I'm confused. That's where I'm confused for sure. Because it... I remember it said a... What did it say? Fetch or something? It said something about SimBrief, and then it said apply SimBrief. Or something around those lines. But it didn't... It did something. I don't know what it did. So I'm very curious about that. We'll see if there's any dock points on that as well. A lot of question marks when it comes for this flight. Yeah, so I'm very curious why it's not doing that. And it did start me off with $181,000. That's, I got a lot of money. I have $578 in the bank account, but I have... What the hell? oh, we gotta update the runway. Okay, we do have to update the runway. The landing's on runway 32. Okay, keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. You see up here on the thing, it says touchdown zone. I don't know if you can see it on the little tiny map. But you do have to update the runway for the arrival. So if Beyond ATC or VATSIM, whatever you're using, gives you a different runway, make sure you update that, because that's going to affect your touchdown zone. That's going to affect the touchdown zone. Okay, so another thing to keep in mind, folks. Safety tip. Nate says, I don't know about this add-on. Well, it's early. It's just one flight. It's one flight, and user error could very well be in it, right? We can't justify it just on one flight so far. So I'm still very optimistic about it. I think it's really cool what is available. We'll see how it all operates, though. We'll have to see how it all operates. There's a divert button, which is kind of cool. Here's a question. Are you using the very latest version? I know you received a I did not receive a pre-version. I did not. I bought this one this morning. Yeah, so I bought this one directly from justflight.com, and for $39.99 plus tax, whatever. So I have whatever version was available 2 hours ago. Whatever version was available 2 hours ago on the website. Yeah, so I got up at like 7:30 at my time. So 2.5 hours ago, I got up, looked at my email, saw the email, I got it, and and said saw it was available because I did the, you know, let me know when it's available thing. And sprung out of bed, took a shower, and launched up the sim. Well, tested the monitor, make sure the monitor was working, and see how everything was gonna go. So, yeah, whatever version is on the site is what I have.
Contact Minneapolis
As of
Center 126.8
2.5 hours ago.
Delta 3864. Minneapolis Center Delta 3864.
Don't know about this one. I'm reading up on it now.
11,800.
It's crazy to me that the iFly Max runs better in 2024 than in 2020 on my old rig. Do you have any issues with arming the speed brake still? Negative. I have a keybinds. Oh, here's that. Here's that random weird FPS drop with the screens here, and then it like wobbles a bit. I'm gonna let it keep it the way it is. I want to see it. Woo, woo, woo. This just happens randomly in the iFly with 2024. It's an experimental build, so it's gonna happen. And then eventually it will figure out its life. And it's like this for like a couple moments. I'm gonna get out of the view though, because it's gonna make me sick. Woo, woo. There's a party bus. Looks like it's getting worse. We're almost at... No, we're not at 10,000 just yet. I wonder why it does this. Like, I don't understand. It's so random when it does it, too. We had it happen for, like, 30 seconds or so for the last flight, right? Is on-air good for business jets? Oh, yeah. And, oh, no, still figuring out its life. Alright. Landing lights are coming on. Getting ready to pass 10,000. Oop. Let's go up here. I forgot to turn those off. And there we go. It's all fixed. Just like that. Just like that. It's back to normal. So weird. Random when it does that. I'll have to set a keybind for it. I get slight stutters on landing, but it's butter smooth in cruise, which is nuts. Yeah, I pretty much every aircraft for me personally, and there's so many variables when it comes to different different systems, right? Different hardware. But for me, pretty much every aircraft has been smoother for overall in 2024 for me. Again, that could vary based on the different hardwares available out there, but I bet you if I load it in right now, you know, download it, reinstalled, whatever, 2020, tested out the iFly in same airport, same time of day, all the, you know, same conditions, I wouldn't be surprised if the overall experience, you know, not just the FPS, because the FPS might be similar, but the overall just consistent smoothness, you know, latency and stutters and all that jazz would be more consistent in 2024. Spilt my drink. Will, what were you drinking? I'll get you a replacement. Let me get it load up on the cart here for you. You're waving up the wrong tree. Thank you to the one who gifted me the subscription. I think that was Irishman. I think that was Irishman. I didn't know it's an FPS thing. I thought I flew a turbulent area. I even used to check my flight plan. No, yeah. So if you watch, when that happens, if you watch, the FPS here like just tanks. It goes down to like, I don't know, 5 FPS. Because you can hand fly it and it's nice and smooth. It's just the screens. It's just the screens. I think it's just this screen too. I think it's just the primary flight display. Alright, over to the left a little bit to get us back on track. Must be the wind pushing us over. It's 18 knot wind.
Contact Denver Center 127.95, Delta 3864.
So it looks like AP goes off the PFD and then lags and the FPS drops on the AP. Yep, exactly. Yep, Nate, that's exactly what happens. Because like if you turn off AP, it's no problem. Yep. Just here to say how's flight line go? It's going pretty good. Like we're doing our first flight here, so we're on approach. We're getting ready to land. and we're going to see how it grades us. So far, it's been pretty good. We had the initial issue with American Airlines, I think I was choosing, and it aired out on me because the duration I chose was too short. So we sat there for like 3 or 4 minutes, I think it was. But outside that, everything's been pretty good. Everything's been pretty good. Master Copy says, I will say that I like the idea of buying cars and homes. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it gives you more to do than just fly in the sim, right? I think it gives you a little bit more. Imagine, I've talked about this when Flight Sim 2024 first launched and we were doing the live streams, right? And I talked about, imagine if people added in mods to go fishing, to go hunting, to, just do, walk around and explore life, right? Imagine a world of like GTA, all the mods of GTA, paramedic and fire department and police officer and whatever. Imagine all of that stuff in Flight Sim, right? The possibility is there. Maybe not with so much with 2024, but 2028, if they do a version there, maybe, right? Imagine what Flight Sim can have the capable of doing. A train sim, a boat sim, it's more than just Flight Sim. It is the world sim. The possibility is there. I know there's that developer who's working on that Aviland or Avi World, or whatever it's called, with the Unreal Engine, I think, that they're working on. I don't know. I have question marks on how that's going to work because it's all dependent on the ecosystem that's created. But the foundation is here in Flight Sim, and the tools are available, and they need to continue to open up the SDK and make it more accessible to developers. But I think it's there. I think it's there. Lex is going viral. I hope not. I don't want to go viral. I don't want that attention. This dude told me to buy Flight Line, and it sucks. I hate it. Nah. I don't want any of that stuff. I think it is a great product so far, but it's very early. It's very early. Very, very early. Do I see myself continuing to use it? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm excited about it. I love the career mode stuff. I think it's great because it gives you that sense of purpose to fly. And I said it before, like, I was considering jumping over to On Air. I was considering jumping over to NeoFly because I was kind of slowly getting burnt out again with APL. But this just gives you another reason to continue flying if you didn't need a reason already, which a lot of people don't. But some people do. I don't. It's just great to have the flight tracking, and this adds so much more to the flight tracking. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see, what are we missing? I sent the link to the stream and a couple Reddit posts about Fly the Line. Well, P2's trying to get people to come in here. He's trying his hardest. I saw a link on the Reddit post. Now, if APL had buy cars and houses, that would be a game changer. I don't think APL is going to do that. Based on what the developer has said in the past... That's weird. Huh. My studio just crashed on me. YouTube studio. But based on what the developer said in the past, it doesn't seem like at least that APL is going to really go further than where it is. I think they're very happy with it being very much just fly, right? You fly and you track it. I think that's very much what APL is good. And I think it's really good in that aspect as well. I think it's fantastic with that. Irishman with another 5 gifted membership. Irishman has given us $2,000 today of memberships. Irishman he's digging into his funds for his 5080, or Irishman said, I don't need a 5080 no more because my 3090 is fixed, and he said, spend the money. He's just throwing it out like cash, you know what I mean? Thank you, Irishman. Trex, ZR, Matt, Allen, and John, all 5 gifted memberships from Irishman. Thank you again for that, Irishman. I feel like 2024 does a lot of good things. Yeah, for sure. Microsoft people, please don't make 2028, just fix 2024. Well, you know they're going to make a 2020. Well, they're going to make a new version eventually. They'll probably have a middle version in there, but probably not a paid one. So the next, after Sim Update 3, there's a surprise update that's coming out apparently. A surprise version. I saw the little screenshot from the dev stream from yesterday, right? And apparently there's a surprise coming after Sim Update 3, so I don't know what that means. Surprise! We're closing up shop. I'm joking. On-air is super good for solo flying. The VA management is kind of a... yeah, on-air is super complex, and it takes a lot to learn. It's also very grindy. And that was my biggest turnoff with on-air.
Delta 3864, turn right, heading 250.
It's a very grindy piece of software.
Turn right, heading 250, Delta 3864.
I'm going to wait a couple seconds and then turn over to 250 again. I think the wind's throwing us off. That's where the vectors with Beyondatc kind of get a little goofed when the wind pushes your plane. Alright, let's go in 250 now. And let's see, I will grab it after watching you with it for a few days. Yeah, so I think, I don't know, we'll see how tonight goes with work, but I might do a short stream tonight as well. I'm sure Kip will be on stream as well tonight. But depending on how work does, I might do a little short hop tonight. And kind of see how things go. And then we were planning to do our group flight on Sunday, but we might be doing some more fly to line on Sunday. And Saturday we have a lot going on here, so highly unlikely for me to do any kind of streaming on Saturday. Because we are doing some stuff with the dog, and then we're gonna go see a movie. So I wouldn't be home until late. So we'll see, but it's highly unlikely for Saturday. But Sunday might not be group flight anymore. It might be fly to line day. You get a membership. We all get a membership. I'll probably pick this up eventually. I just dropped 30 on Citation X. Yeah, I was talking about that excessively salty earlier. That I was certain this was going to be coming out anytime soon. And I had to decide between the Citation and this realistically. And this was, this is 10 more bucks than the Citation. And I'm not a very big business jet flyer. Like, I think the plane looks really, really cool, and I bet you I'd have a lot of fun with it, but I don't fly a lot in business jets. So I had to think, is that 30 bucks really worth it? And then, I still would have gotten this eventually, but I probably would have been more disappointed that I got the Citation, as it would have probably sat in the hangar a lot. Kind of similar to some of the other planes I have. They just kind of sit in that hangar. Let's see. Is the surprise 10 more FPS on high settings and AMD GPU? If not, then pass. Yeah, for sure. Master copy, do you know it's a short haul? Well, I think it had up to like 4 hours or something like that, so it might have somewhat longer hauls, right? Maybe? I don't know. As Kip says, Friday is for simming. I agree. I have date night tonight, so I can't make it to this evening stream. Yeah, again, it depends on work for me. It wouldn't be until, for me, it wouldn't be until like 7:30, 8 p.m. Central Time, but I know Kip streams too, so I might just check out Kip's stream. Kip will probably be streaming this up. It's highly likely, unless he has something else going on tonight, he'll likely be streaming this tonight, so probably just be catching the stream. But again, it just depends on how the day goes at work. Kip said the same thing about a business that he doesn't fly him a lot, but he loves it. Yeah, and that's the thing, is it looks like a fun plane. I'd love to support them, and maybe if it goes on sale at some point, just to kind of give them some money, to support the marketplace, to support the developer, because they've done some really good stuff. Flight FX has done some really good stuff, so I'd love to support whoever I can, but I also got to be responsible financially. Lex needs to do a short hop in the 380 flight. Yeah, I do need to do the 380. I need to try it at some point. And also the Horizon 787 mod. I do want to try that at some point too. It says up to 6 hours. There you go. Master copy. You're set. That's about what you do, right? You're in that like 4 to 6 hour range, I feel, for your flights. All right, folks, we're on approach into Crap. And Crap is South Dakota as a state, but Rapid City as a city. And a 350 stream too. Yeah, I want to do the 350 stream for sure. That was what I was thinking about doing next Friday. I'm off of work next Friday, so I have time to stream, more time to stream. So I'm looking at doing that next Friday. 350 stream. I need to compile it first though. Altimeter is 299.5 here in Rapid City. 299.5, 299.5. Let's bring up that. Why is it dropping so low? 299.5. Okay, cool. And at this point, we're going to be at 5,000 feet. Now, Beyond ATC gave me 6,000, so we're going to hold off on that. We're going to see what Beyond ATC says going further. But we're looking pretty good on this approach so far. It looks like they're trying to hit us to whatever that is, Yak or whatever. Yavak. Sounds like a swear word. Chicago to JFK sounds good for that. Yeah, 6 is my max. Oh, so it's perfect then. Sebastian, welcome on in. Welcome on in. We are on approach into Rapid City. First flight with Fly the Line. And so far so good. One thing that I don't know if anyone's ever happened to, but with APL, once in a great while, I'll have it like freeze during the flight, which kind of sucks because then you gotta redo the flight again, depending on where it froze. You can't just like, you know, jump back into it. So hopefully, one, hopefully Fly the Line doesn't ever freeze, but two, if it ever does freeze, it has like a save state. So then you can just kind of go back to where you were. I think On Air has that, right? Doesn't On Air have that? Where like you can pause it or something. If I do more than, let's see, if I do more than that, my XP is better be 300. Oh, okay, yeah, the XP should be at 300. If yeah, I hear you. For sure. 6 hours max with 4x acceleration, so 1.5 hours, it's done. How's the poll doing? Let's see. How's the poll looking? 50-50. 50-50 right now, folks. That's interesting. Never and sometimes. Okay. I think there are a lot of people that are very similar to me. I'm not the only one. Alright, so we should likely get a vector. Well, we're. Yeah, I'll probably say heading 250.
Delta 3864, turn left, heading 230.
Or not. First, we're going to go 230.
Turn left, heading 230.
I still say it's trying to get us over here. But it's probably going to say intercept the localizer. Let me tell you what happened last night on my 2.5 hour land and. Oh, you lost power at home? Oh my gosh, no. Oh man. No. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, see, that's what I hope there's like a save state with Fly the Line. I really, really hope there is. Because things like that happen. Power, computer, sim crashes, right? There's all kinds of things like that that will happen. So to just be able to spawn in the sim back to where you were, similar to where you were, and then complete the final leg of your route would be awesome. Sebastian says, accidentally restarted as I was saying hi. Talked about being pissed. Yeah, for sure. I'd be too. I'd be as well. There we go. 245, intercept the localizer.
Turn right, heading 245, intercept the 32 localizer, Delta.
There's a localizer, there's a glide slope, 10 nautical miles out. Let's bring up the speed. We're going awfully fast. We got the glide slope, so there it's going to descend us on our own. You got to reduce the speed real fast. I didn't pay attention enough to where we were. Alright, so let's get that speed to drop down, buddy. Come on. Slow down. We're losing. We're gonna lose our points in this one. We have the field in sight, Delta 3864. Alright, let's bring that gear down, see if it can help us slow down. There's the field. Exit left. I'm not, again, we don't know exactly what it docks us on. So it may not dock us on the approach speed and all that jazz like APL does. Because I don't think On Air does. Alright, flaps 5. I was so upset of doing the flight now. Oh god, you had to redo the flights? Yeah. Okay, speed's looking better. I'm on the edge about buying Fly a Line. I've been excited about it until I saw... Yeah. I'm expecting 30 at the most. Alright, here we go. Speed's looking much better. Speed brakes are gone. Air brakes are on. AP's off. It's time to crash. I don't remember what our landing rate was supposed to... Or, what was our thing? 137. Take it easy, take it easy. Now we had to watch our vertical speed, so that's the V speed coming, or the touchdown, right? The FPM, beats per minute. We gotta butter this, guys. We gotta do it. Make it happen. I feel like we're high, but the Pappies say we're like right on it. Alright, I might float this one down. I might float this one down. We'll see what happens.
100 light slow. 50 light slow. 30 20 10.
Hold it, hold it, hold it. Settle down. There we go. That sounded hard. That sounded hard, folks. Verse is coming out. That sounded hard. Not liking the odds here. Alright, versers are stowed, flaps are coming up. That didn't sound good, folks. I didn't like it. Alright, exit to... What the hell was that? Was there a noise I heard?
Exit left at Bravo, Delta 30.
Alright, landing lights are off. Alright, we gotta do the clock. Do the clock. Where's the clock at? Where's the button? Hit the clock. There's the button. Alright, we got a clock going for engine shutdown. Flaps are up. Landing lights are off. Thanks to Nate for that tip. That's a fantastic tip. 3 minutes. Clock's clocking. I heard a sound. I don't know if that was from outside or if that was in the sim. Alright, we're just gently taxi our way on over there. Let's see. I'm an edge by now, expecting 30. 41 watching. Hit that like button, folks. Yeah, me and the girlfriend are going to movies today to watch cheesy Bollywood romance. Ugh. We're going to go see Fantastic Four tomorrow. I'm super excited. Super excited to go see Fantastic Four tomorrow. Hey, knowing me, I'll end up paying $40 for this regardless. Coming in hot, alert, fire department. Don't trust the Pappies. I just said that I might end up paying 40. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see what the career is like here once we get to the gates, turn off the engines and all that jazz. Let's see what we got going on in there. 235, Will says. I think that's about right. It felt about 235. I'm comfortable with that. Just not the default one. Not for me. Will Fly the Line ding us for shutting down early? I think so. I think that's what it said. It had to be the 3 minutes. Had to be the 3 minutes. So we're just going to slowly kind of taxi on in here, do our thing. This is where GXX would be probably beneficial, because GXX will make you take that 3 minutes. You know, because you got to get the GPU connected and all that jazz. It takes a sweet-ass time. Everyone's paid the hourly wages there, so, you know. Alright, taxi lights are off. Again, we don't know what exactly it dings us on. 235 is butter in P2 verse. Simverse. Alright. And parking brake set. Good. Okay, so it says I can click end flight now if I want to. We're not going to do that though because the clock is clocking yet. What's the clock say? Clock is saying it's been 2 minutes and 18. So we're going to wait. We're going to wait for the 3 minutes. But while we're waiting, let's go over here. Sim page, sim menu, ground support, connect, and set. Okay, and then we'll kill out Beyondatc in the background. Beyondatc did a damn good job. It gave us an early arrival. It said descend 6,000 when we were still climbing, but regardless, it did a pretty good job with the vectors, right? Almost at that 3 minutes. Alright, that's about 3 minutes. Let's go up top here. Taxi lights are off. Good. Ground power is connected. Let's go on down here. Engine 1 and 2 are off. Okay. And then, let me push the magic button. There's the magic button. Let's bring that over here. Let's get rid of the small little screen. Okay. And then end flight. Analyzing your flight data. 235's butter. Do you know if there is any switching airlines at all like APL? I think so. Wait an extra 2 minutes just in case. Well, too late. Negative on the wind. What's that mean? Wind. -1. 74 out of 100. What? What does this mean? What does wind mean? Okay, so let's see. Time gain / loss. Departure 37 minutes early. Arrive 54 minutes early. Total flight 95 minutes. Turnarounds 45 minutes. Okay. Positives: takeoff before taxi. What? Taxi before takeoff. Takeoff roll. Takeoff, cruise, landing, taxi after takeoff, taxi, general handling, all good. What is this negative though? Wind, -12, negative events 1. What does that mean? Takeoff zone 85%. Before I didn't lose any points, I don't think there. Final score is 74. Okay. Takeoff. All right, here's our takeoff information. Sebastian, you have to go grind flights for XP. New airlines often pop up every 7 days. With APL, yeah, for sure. You were supposed to stop the wind from happening, apparently. Heading to another meeting, be right back. Okay. Sebastian says, I know about APL. It's okay from... I know about APL. I know about... Oh, you're talking about... Okay, so we're talking about this here. Yeah. I think you can. So the wind, 3-knot crosswind. Why was there a negative with that? Feedback. All right, here we go. Flaps were set during takeoff. Flaps were set during takeoff. Roll was stable within acceptable range. Heading was maintained during takeoff. Airspeed was above minimum threshold of 120. Achieved constant climb rate. Very good. Roll was good there. Positive climb rate. Okay, so we did good on the takeoff. Was good. Minimum. Okay, so takeoff was good. Climb. Climb, let's see, climb, max pitch was -4. Vertical speed, max there, low there. Here's our speed. Okay, that's all good because of climb. So it breaks down each category. That's crazy. We have no negatives there, looks like. Cruise, we had 1 feedback on cruise. All right, let's do feedback. Aircraft reached within 10% of expected cruise altitude, 34,000. Okay, so you have to be within 10%, it looks like. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Descent. Vertical speed, 411. Okay, very, very good. And it breaks down the fuel burned and all that jazz. Okay, cool. What's all these bounces here? This is crazy. This is when the things went wrong, probably? Okay, landing. Here we go. Landings. Oh, we got 7 feedback, folks. 7 feedback. Jesus, 7 feedback. All right, what do we got here? Does it have a landing rate here? Ground speed, 147. Airspeed, this is landing. Bank angle, 1. Heading, 324. Pitch was 4. Sink rate touchdown 76, average sink rate 240. Okay, so I'm guessing the FPM was -240, so pretty close to what Will was saying, right? Will was saying 220 or something. Pretty close to that. 85% in the touchdown. So can we zoom into that? Oh, we can. So here's your touchdown zone, right? Yeah. Here's the. Hold on. Landing ends there. Touchdown. So you have to be within the zone here. I was 85% in the touchdown zone. So if I landed here, it would have been 100%, I guess. So if you land right on the touchdown zone. Okay, okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's fine. Feedback. Flaps were deployed. Flaps retracted. Thermal stability achieved. Tailwind. Ah, this is going to be a problem with Beyond ATC. It was a tailwind landing, it says. That could be a problem with Beyond. Okay, so let's go check out here. Is there a windsock? Where's the hell's the windsock at here? This is 3-2, right? Where's the windsock? Anyone see a windsock? Is that it right there? What is that? Is that a windsock? Yep. And it was a tailwind, right? Looks like it was. That windsock, if that's what I'm seeing, it looks really nice here for oh yeah, definitely a tailwind. Okay. So keep that in mind. If you're using Beyond ATC or any AI ATC and it gives you the wrong airport or the wrong runway, it's going to ding you points. And it was correct. It was a tailwind. It was a tailwind. So I lost points because of Beyond ATC. You sons of guns. Okay, okay, okay. So that's 1 minus with that. That's fine. Here's the route. And you can play it. That's fine. Okay, continue. $29? I just flew for like 2 hours. I got $29? That's crap. That's like minimum wage. This is baloney. Who do I talk? Where's the manager at? Where the hell's the manager? This is baloney crap, man. I'm calling my congressman. This is nuts. All right, real-time bonus. Okay, so there we go. If you don't do sim rate, you get bonuses. You get 30 XPX bonus on that. I got a bonus for on-time landing bonus. I got a touchdown bonus. Only 1 point. That's crazy. A general handling bonus. I'm a damn good pilot. No diversion on this one. I got a holiday. I can take 10 minutes of holiday time, so I'm probably going to take that. I'm exhausted. And then continue. I will lose points with Beyond ATC. I got a 45. Okay, so our first flight's completed. Why does this keep popping up? Oh, here we go. Holy crap. Oh, look at this. It breaks. Whoa. As you prepare for your first flight with us, I want to provide you some insights to navigate. Okay. Oh, look at this. It breaks down all the information for you. It gives you the current weather. Holy crap. I didn't see this pop up earlier. As you approach into here, here's the weather. VFR conditions. This is cool. When flying, essentially aware of terrain. The Black Hills to the west can influence weather patterns. Holy crap. This is cool. This is really awesome. ATC at crap tends to be well, we'll see. Oh, we got another one. Whoa, you can do better next time. Next year you can do better next time. 85% touchdown is poor. Whoa. And below standards here at Delta. Aim for 50% and try harder next time. Whoa, they just told me I sucked. They just told me I sucked. That's crap. Our next flight is crap to Minneapolis. So we're going back to Minneapolis. Holy crap. Okay, so we're going back to Minneapolis, and then we have next after that Minneapolis to Omaha, Omaha back to Minneapolis. So that's what we have for our sectors. What's this one? Oh, that's Omaha. That's not flight number 2. So now the next flight is going to go back to Minneapolis, which I can't do. I have to get ready for work here soon. But we'll go back to Minneapolis. And here's our holiday time. So let's see. Is there anything we can do? My assessments, profiles, skills. You can unlock. Here's where you can put in more skills. I have 1 skill point available. So am I a nerd? Unleash your inner nerd skill and embark on a journey to become a creative mastermind. Building your own sim pit. Oh, whoa. Social butterfly. That's definitely not me. I'm not a butterfly. All right, we're going to put it here in nerd. Confirm. We are a nerd. We have the nerd stuff, folks. I am a nerd. Okay. And logbook skills, my is my assets. All right, here's my house, folks. Here we go. We can buy a desk. I don't have funds. What? Didn't I say I have a bunch of money? I could buy a lamp. So here's my house. I have, cost me $52 a day. Inflation? What the hell's going on here? I have $67 in my bank account. Let's see. Hold the right button to rotate. All right. Oh, I got a big house, man. I have nothing in my house, but I got a big house. So here's my house. And I can buy crap for it. But I can't because I don't really have any money. Oh, I bet. Okay, so okay, I see what's going on. So my house is where my network is, my net worth, and my bank account is what I actually have. So I have $607 in the account. And this is tutorial. Where did I see the buy stuff at? Logbook skills. Where the hell did I see the button to buy stuff? I was just in it. My assets. Where the hell did it go? Didn't I see a button? Oh, here we go. Alright, I can buy a chair. That costs $931. What? A PC costs $3,000. I'm never going to afford any of this stuff. All I can buy right now is a lamp. Well, I'm not buying anything then. Oh, it's per room. Okay, so you can click on the room. Oh, this is pretty cool. Okay, so where's the door? Where's the front door at? What the hell's going on here? Where the hell's the front door? Is this the front door? This must be the front door. Alright, so you walk in your front door. You have a gym. We have a bathroom, kitchen, lounge, garage, sim pit, and a bedroom. So I click on the bedroom, and then I can buy a bed. I can buy tables, pictures. I can't buy jack right now. In the kitchen, I can buy all this crap. I can buy a kettle. I can make me some tea or water. I probably can't afford tea, so I can buy a I can buy a kettle, but I can't put anything in it because I don't even have a sink. And then we have the bathroom. I can buy a toilet. I can't go potty right now. Bathroom storage, bathroom sink, bathroom cabinets, brush, shower, toilet costs. I can buy a toilet. I can go take a crap. All right, in the gym, we can buy gym mats, weight, air conditioner, exercise bike. Can you do in the lounge? What's in the lounge? Sofa, TV stand. Oh, okay. And so we don't have an off day yet, because our next, do we have to wait for our medical exam in 10 days? Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Delta Airlines, so we can change our airline name. So you can change the airline on the fly, it looks like. Or do you have to wait? I think, yeah, it looks like you have to clear it out, and then I don't want to mess with it right now because I don't want to break what I got going on. And then exterior, I can change. Yeah, so you can change your logo whenever you like as well. I have my the channel badge here. Very cool. Okay, so you can do that stuff, looks like, whenever you want, and then you have to do your routes. It doesn't look like there's this. If I click on this button, it doesn't look like there's a skip route. I don't see like a skip. So maybe when you have vacation days, though, maybe you can take a holiday and skip a day. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, well, either way, this is Fly the Line. This is the test flight for Fly the Line. See how it all worked out. Let's see. I will lose points every flight, so beyond ATC, I got a 45. Hey guys, sorry, missed a lot of the stream, but had a lot of means to stay. Welcome in, Matthew, though. How is Fly the Line going? I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. I'm so far I'm intrigued. I have my goals in life. So we had an 74 on our score, and it's because our touchdown zone sucked ass, but our sink rate was really, really good. So I think it's New Sky that has a big thing about the touchdown zone. So you have to do really good at the touchdown zone. So keep that in mind. And then we landed with a tailwind. So Beyondatc screwed us and docked us points on that. I don't know how many points we lost, but because it says -1, I don't know what that means. Does that mean we lost 10 points? I don't know. But it looks like we did pretty good for our first flight, I'd say. 74 isn't bad. Learning things, understanding how things work out. So understand tailwind is a very big thing. Understand the touchdown zone is really, really big. The flaps are you see it gave us feedback. So our flaps are heading, so the roll on departure, the turn, make sure you're nice and stable departures, make sure that's all good, make sure your climbs are good too. There was no, what was the cruise one? It makes sure your altitude is where it says. And then the landing obviously was, you know, touchdown zone was a big run, and then the pitch on it. So make sure you're not dropping down too hard. Make sure you're within the touchdown zone. Make sure you don't have a tailwind. So we'll keep that in mind. And I'm going to try, if things work out at work tonight, fine. I get home in a decent time. I'll try to do a flight tonight. I'll try to do the return one, Rapid City to Minneapolis. What time? Oops, wrong button. What time is that one? It says it'd be another morning flight, looks like. Local time, yeah, so about 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And it said, so in the beginning, in the tutorial, it said if you want to do night flights, you need to change it to winter time. And then it does that. It doesn't change the weather itself, it just messes with the time of day. It just adjusts the time of day, that's all. $29 for a 2-hour flight on hell. I get a, yeah. I think that's awfully low, but you know, maybe we get more perks down the road, and our XP, once we get our XP up, maybe you get more money per XP, right? We're starting up from the beginning. We're starting from the bottom. Now we're here. You know what I mean? Looks like passengers too. Don't understand the point of the house and stuff. I think it's just kind of adds in additional stuff. It's like, you know, The Sims. And it probably helps with increasing your mood and your health, right? So instead of just focusing on flying things, it focuses more on the human aspect of things. You know, stats. What's stats? Oh, number of passengers. Yeah, I don't understand why I didn't care over the passengers still, though. That's stuff I got to figure out. And then here's our schedule. Oh, we have another flight. Here's number 5. Oh, whoa, we're really far out there. We have a whole bunch of schedules. Oh, okay. We have a lot more. So, okay, so this is our block. Our first block, and then we'll have another block probably added on after this. I see now. I see now. Will, thanks for coming in. Thanks for all the support. Irishman, better off having a hangar with multiple pilots working together for your airline. That'd be really cool. It'd be really nice to have like a career, like to have kind of really cool to have like the online aspect of this, for sure, for sure. But hey, everyone, thanks so much for the support. This was a truly a really fun flight. Thanks everyone for coming in. Irishman, P2, J. Russ, Will, thank you all for the support today. Really blessed to have you all in the community. And we'll see if we do a flight tonight or not. We'll see. I'll let you all know once I get out of work and see how things work out with that in Discord. But if you aren't in Discord, come join Discord, where you can find the latest and greatest on what's going on with the community and when the flight's going to happen and all that jazz. But as always, thanks for coming in. A lot of fun. I'm interested, very much interested in Fly Line. I think it's really cool. I think it has a lot of potential, and we'll continue doing some flights with it for sure. Over the next couple weeks, we'll definitely be using Fly Line here on the stream. But definitely streaming on Sunday. Definitely streaming Sunday. Probably a couple hours on Sunday, and then we'll see about tonight. But thanks everyone again for coming in. At least everyone can see what everyone else is doing. And can be in the same place and all. Yeah, for sure, Irishman. Yeah, 100% agree with you on that one. But again, thanks everyone for coming in. It's time for me to get out of here and get ready for work and hopefully have a nice, smooth day at work. But hopefully y'all have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend. If you're all seeing Fantastic Four, keep those spoilers out of chat and discuss it in the Discord, though. If you go see it, let me know what your thoughts of it, because I'm super excited to go see it tomorrow. But until then, till the next stream, everyone take care, and we'll see you later on.